Mississippi. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Onside, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Now, and you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
Taylor wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Just need a few inches on this opening drive to pick up a first down. On the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And the offense almost exhausted all of their options that time. On the option play, 3rd down, it wasn't the running back, it wasn't the quarterback. That had to go to the pitch man, and he barely was able to pick up the first. Good execution, great decision-making, and the drive stays alive.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Goes to the option. The pitch. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Now on the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. What a grab with one hand. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Two-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking to big mid up there and hauling it. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Fourth down, Moore. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Under fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. Keeps it himself. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision. So I love it here. 3rd down. You're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Taylor wants to throw it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Hill. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being
trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab on the right. He's loose. And he scores! Touchdown, Ducks!
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Taylor wants to throw. The screen, and watch out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. Then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dante Moore. Oh, he wants it all. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Running free. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top. Because
they fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Past the 50, the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. What a bizarre turn of events. He scooped up the fumble and took it all the way back for 2.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Sends it back in motion. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Taylor wants to throw it. Working that left side. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. And the defense got it. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Moore. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Ducks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll try the toss to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Stepping to the right. Sails one into the middle. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. Here's Moore to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero, but oh boy, it's kind of the opposite.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Moore to the air. Pressure coming. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know trying to get everyone on the same page. Finds a tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Throwing more. He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Taylor wants to throw it. He's got it down the middle. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game is...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
They'll go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Taylor wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Got it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. He's looking to throw. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a 1st down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davison. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Davison. Here's the pressure. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Great. Let's go.
Taylor wants to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Punts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Dante Moore trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Unleashes one. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Got him downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
On the run, fires downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. You've heard the term, he throws a catchable ball. That one did not meet that definition.
That would be more of a wearable ball, wouldn't it? That would just, if it hits you, you're going to wear it. It had so much steam on it. But, yeah, knowing the difference of when to take something off of it and use a little bit of that touch that you work on every day as quarterbacks.
Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
More to the air again. Throws to the back. Caught. Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And
The fake, and he wants to throw. And they're able to get him down.
Mississippi State, 24. Number 97, set to advance on the football.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throws it back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Taylor wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he's got room. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's got him in the flat. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, down two possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Taylor wants to throw it. Right on the money. Gets away from one. He's got space. Touchdown, Bulldog. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And he added the extra point. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Moore. He's going for a big play downfield. Goes high to pull it in.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Moore will throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The Ducks with the answer. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Taylor wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout on the field, 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking deep. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Moore. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it down the field. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Oh, and it's so frustrating defensively because, dude, I've had no answers. I can't stop him. He's been good all game long. Not surprising. Late in the game, they still can't stop him. They get the first down right there to ice this one away. And this defense, they've got some adjustments they're going to have to make.
Here's Moore to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Again, it's Moore. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Running a screen on an early down, you might think you'd really catch them trying to be aggressive in a pass rush or something, but the defense had the answer that time.
Yeah, and the offense has to do a better job selling that. A lot of times when you run a screen, I need to buy time, right? I need to give that pass rush the ability to rush up the field, sneak a little bit behind them, and then dump it off. They might have rushed that a little bit on that play.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to keep the drive alive. They'll make the stop, and he gets enough to keep the drive moving on 4th down. A crucial conversion for this offense. Got to find a completion on this one. Fires toward the end zone. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them from scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.